welcome to the Dogwood Knits podcast. My name is Vicky. You can find me on Instagram as dogwood.knits, and you can find me on Ravelry as dogwoodknit. Welcome, hello. Welcome back to returning viewers and hello to new viewers. I hope you enjoy this knitting podcast that I try to bring monthly, but it's hit or miss. But I'm here and I have some things to show. I actually have a couple finished objects and some works in progress, and then a few acquisitions that I know I said I wasn't going to do, but some of the stuff was already ordered last time I talked to you guys. I'm in St. Louis, Missouri, and it's a beautiful fall day here. It's nice and kind of rainy and gloomy and chilly and right up my alley, nice and cozy. I'm gonna go ahead and just get started, I guess. I will talk a little bit about what's going on in life at the end, and I'll have a little bit about shop news as well with the Dogwood Knits project bags that I make. I guess I'll mention what I'm wearing. I am wearing my Vertices Unite, which is a Stephen West shawl. I've talked about it on previous podcasts, so if you want details or anything on it, you can watch the previous ones. Yeah, definitely my favorite, most worn shawl. My mom's knitting one right now, which I can't wait. I'm going to try and show you guys actually once she's done. So I've been kind of helping her through that process with it. She picked some really pretty colors. So I'm excited for her to have that too. Yeah, okay. So first thing I want to talk about, I sort of sneak peeked maybe last episode or the episode before, and it was a Christmas sweater. I'll mention it again for the millionth time. I knit Christmas sweaters, well, previously for my son every year. He's just turned 4 yesterday. Oh my gosh, I can't believe he's 4. But you'll see, you know, I'm almost done with his Christmas sweater for this year, but I now have a daughter. So I did a test knit for Bien Amiee. And look at how gosh darn cute this is. Sad part about it is I did the test knit way early before Sophia, who's my daughter. She's now 7.5 months old. It's already too small. So it will not be her Christmas sweater. But anyway, it's the Bean and Olive sweater, which is a fun little heart yoke, little hearts on the sleeves, which I think are just so adorable. I will mention I got a new phone, so I'm using a new phone to record, so hopefully this all goes well. The yarn that I used on this, the red, is MadelineTosh DK. This is a DK weight sweater. I did the 6 to 12 months. That's MadelineTosh and Tart. And then the main body of the sweater is Nice and Knit DK in their Driftwood. So, again, I did the 6 to 12 months. I used one skein of each color. I didn't use all the red, of course. That was actually leftovers. And then I didn't even use the full skein of this. Basic 2x2 around the neck. A yoke, which I was worried the yoke was going to be too deep. But once she got large enough to try it on, because again, she was a tiny baby when I knitted this, it fit fine. Unfortunately, it like fits her perfectly right this second. So there's no way it's gonna fit for Christmas, which was the plan. But I'll talk about that a little bit more later too. So yeah, super cute, very fun. I mean, this took no time at all, folks. I do believe it goes all the way up to like a kid's, like a 10-year-old size or something like that. So there's a big range. So newborn all the way up. Yeah, super cute. I love it. It's adorable. I have some pictures on my Instagram if you feel so inclined of Sophia wearing it, so you can see her wearing it. But again, that's Bean and Olive by Bien Amiee. Okay, so that's done. That's been done. I just wasn't able to show you all yet, so now I get to show you. Apparently I'm on baby knits and kid knits because I do have another finished object. I'm holding this in my Dogwood Knits bag, which these are the bags I make. This is the small size. It does really well with kid projects, hats, socks, you know, smaller projects. This is the chestnut colorway, not colorway. It's not yarn, just color. Anyway, So inside, and it's, you know, that's what it looks like on the inside. So for this, I'm so excited about. And I have the yarn here. It's done, but I have everything here. This is the Beloved, which I'd call it Beloved Bonnet, I guess, by Tin Can Knits. So this is Sophia's hat for the winter. Hopefully you can see all those pretty colors. This is the second one I've knit of these. So before she was born and we didn't know gender, I just knitted a plain gray one in the newborn size. So this is actually the size up. I went to the baby size. It's got this really nice I-cord edging all the way around. I love it when she wears it because it does have like a little, I don't know, I guess pixie top on it, which is adorable on anyone, a baby. This does go newborn to adult size, this pattern. So pretty cool construction. You start at one end of the I-cord and you knit using increases, then you come down using decreases. Not even, well, yeah, I guess you do, in short rows. So a lot of it's done with short row shaping, actually. Yeah. Tin Can Knits. Yarn I used for this. So this was yarn that I purchased quite a while ago. It was sort of one of those impulse purchases. So glad I did because it matches Sophia's winter coat perfectly. But it's Woolly Mammoth Fiber Co. Hopefully you can see that there. And it's the natural sock. This is really tiny print, so I'm not sure if that's going to show. It's the natural sock DK. So it is a DK weight in the Party in the Common Room. Party in the Common Room, which I believe is a Harry Potter reference, but I'm not positive. But again, Woolly Mammoth. And here it is in the cake. It is so awesome. All her yarns are naturally dyed, which is so amazing because look at these beautiful colors in here. It is not a superwash, and it is a little toothy. But I blocked it and it's fine. And Sophia does not really have much hair. And she's fine wearing it. So she has no problem. There's no like sensitivity that I've noticed on her head, like red irritation or anything like that. So I think it's fine. I mean, to the touch after you block it, you still feel a little tooth, but nothing crazy. I think it's really beautiful yarn. Super happy with how this turned out. I will probably knit a million of these because they're quick. They're so cute. It's a great gift idea, I would say, for any baby. And they stay on and they cover their ears, which I love. As far as staying on, I mean, if she rips it off, she rips it off. But it doesn't like fall down or keep, you know, riding up her head or anything like that. So, yeah. That is all done. And I guess next what I'll go into is those are my only finished things I have. I know that I mentioned last time I was going to have all this stuff finished. I'm going to be completely honest. My mojo was kind of there. Right now I'm in a little bit of a slump with knitting, which happens, but mainly because there's just a million other things going on. And I will say that, and I mentioned it last time, I'll say it again, all of my bag sales have been like 200% over what they were last year or something like that. So there's some time that, you know, the downtime I do have, because I do work a full-time job and have 2 children and all of that, that downtime instead of knitting has been sewing. But I still have gotten some stuff done. So I will show that. I'm going to set this stuff over here. So I've made progress. You've probably seen most of these projects. I've just made progress on them. So I'll go fairly quickly through them since you've probably, if you've watched any previous episodes, you've probably seen them. One of them would be Sophia's stocking. So here's our sweet baby girl stocking, which I'm obsessed with. I do have like 5 million ends to weave in. And I'll be honest, it may not happen before Christmas. I might just tuck them in and hang it up. Because whatever. Anyway, so this is hers. I'm going to duplicate stitch her name at the top. And I'm going to do that in red. I mentioned in the previous, so I'm not going to, I kind of made a couple changes to the motif here, but I literally just need to do the toe. I am I've already cut off these colors. The toe is going to be green to match the heel. So I am at the end of this. I just need to do it. And that is going to take me like no time. This is a worsted weight on size 8 needles, I believe. They're my Chiagu, which I pretty much use for absolutely everything, because I love them. But yeah, I mean, it's super easy knit if you're familiar with color work. Even if you're not, there isn't any major floats or anything on this. Charts, obviously, it's all charted, so if you can read that chart, there's never more than 2 colors at a time. I think a beginner could absolutely do it, a beginner color work knitter. The biggest thing with color work, and I feel like I've probably said this before, but I truly believe it, is just figuring out your tension. Because other than that, it's just knitting. So just kind of figuring out how to not pull your tension on these floats too much on the back. Yeah, look at these, you guys. Oh my gosh. I don't even know. And I'll say this, I did see, and I'll try and link it below in the show notes, because I do put all my show notes below in the information below. What am I saying? Oh my gosh, literally the thought just left. Oh, Stephen West of West Knits. He did some video that I didn't see till well after I started this. Actually, I just recently saw it, about not having to weave ends in at the end and kind of weaving them in as you knit, I guess. He calls it something and I don't remember what it was, but I did watch the video. Genius, super easy, should have done that on this. So again, we'll see how long it takes me. It may be next year before I weave those in, but yeah. Pattern, I guess I should let you know that, and the yarns I use, because I do think I misspoke last time I showed this about the yarns that I'm using, but now I remember. So, because I went back and looked, because these are the same thing I used on Theo's stocking when I did his. So it's called Hearts and Pines. I don't think I'm showing anything. Yeah, Hearts and Pines. And it's by Cindy Steinberg. So yeah. She's a whole series of patterns, of stockings. Theo's is very similar. The colors are used a little bit differently and the motif is different, but ultimately they kind of look very nice together, and that's what I was going for. His has some reindeer on it and things. Yarn. So, now that I remember, the white and the red, which are these two here, are both shepherd's wool. This is white and this is garnet. Okay. The green, which I told you last time was shepherd's wool as well, is actually Berroco. I never know if I'm saying that right. Mistletoe. So this was the one that I totally had no recollection of what it was. So I thought it was shepherd's wool, but it actually isn't. I do have all of this up on my, if you're able to access Ravelry, I have it on my project page. If you have any questions and you're not able to access Ravelry, go ahead and feel free to email me, message me, whatever, get in contact with me, however you see fit, and I'm happy to answer any questions. And that goes for anything. Yeah. Holding that in my fringe supply. This was a holiday bag. They're no longer making bags, unfortunately, but this was a holiday bag, and you can notice it's in the tartan or plaid. So hopefully I'll just sit down and do that. Like I said, that'll take me like 10 minutes. I just need to do it. Next thing I have, this is in a knitting Nellie bag. This is one of her medium drawstrings. Is Theo's sweater, so his Christmas sweater. So again, you've seen this before if you were on here before. I literally just need to do sleeves, which I think is kind of where I was before. I am using my new 9-inch interchangeables from Chiagu. So these are the large 9-inch interchangeables, which they're great for, especially for little sleeves. And big sleeves. So I am needing to just do the cuff. So I just need to do the ribbing, and then do the other sleeve, of course. So we're almost done with this too. Again, it's just kind of sitting down and knocking it out because there's not a whole lot that needs to be done on it. I will mention this is the flax pullover by Tin Can Knits. I did make modifications. I previously talked about those too, but again, I'll just go over it. Instead of doing, I believe it was a 2x2 rib they called for, I did a 1x1 twisted. I'll do that. I did that on the hem. I'll do that on the sleeve as well. I also left off the garter ridge or garter, I don't know, motif? Garter detail on the sleeves. Oh, geez Louise. So I left that off. And then, yeah, that's about it. And then I did duplicate stitch, which I'm kind of hoping this flattens out when I block it. I did duplicate stitch. I'm using Brooklyn Tweed Shelter in Artifact, which is kind of this really dark green. It's got some blues and yellows. Yeah, I think he's gonna love it. I do like using Brooklyn Tweed for Theo stuff because he doesn't love super heavy things. I don't blame him. So this we kind of get the warmth out of, but it's not super heavy or bulky for him. So this is probably his third Brooklyn Tweed sweater, I think. So yeah, and I do, you know, this is what I have, and I thought I had another skein, and I really hope I do. I can't find it right now, because I don't know if I'm gonna get through all of it. I think I will. It may be some yarn chicken, we'll see. Hopefully I win. Okay. This is like super quick. I don't even know. I hardly did anything on this. I don't even know why I'm showing you. But I will. So it's a Christmas sock. I think I was to this point and I just did a little bit on the heel flap. So that's really all I'm gonna say. It's a vanilla sock, 1x1 twisted rib at the top, 64 inches, or 64 stitches. Ugh. And I am using Regia Perfect in color 9136. That's about it. So this is just sort of whenever I feel like it. I'm doing Eye of Partridge on the heel. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. By the Lakeside bag. This was a holiday bag from last year. And so this one you have not seen. And I'll tell you a little bit about it. So I kind of mentioned before, I don't love to knit lace. Also, I just feel like I'm so busy sometimes and I can't get everything done I want to get done. And I was super bummed that Sophia's sweater was probably not going to fit very long, pretty much at all. I mean, she doesn't really even get to wear it, which is a huge bummer. I'm keeping this in my Alex Collins bag. It's just her drawstring. So I had my mom, because I felt like I wasn't going to be able to get anything done, my mom did the raglan increase part of this sweater, which is so cute. Look at that. I hope you can see it. When it blocks, I'm sure it'll be even cuter, but it's kind of that raglan increase doing like a fern lace type deal there with eyelets. So adorable. So it's a little cardigan, because my thought was, I was a little bit jaded by the pullover not fitting. I figure a cardigan will fit longer because we can just leave it open and her little baby belly can stick out. So that's fine. It has one button at the top, so literally this could just be open, much like Mama's sweaters a lot of the time. I am using, for the first time ever, so my mom did the raglan increases here, and then she brought it back to me, and then I split for the sleeves and did the rest of the body. Again, I just need to pick up and get these sleeves done, so you're gonna see that I seem to have a problem when I get to the sleeves. Love, love, love this yarn. It is Rowan, which I honestly can say I've never used, which was a little surprising. Rowan Felted Tweed in the Alabaster color, I believe. It says shade 197, but I'm pretty sure it's called Alabaster. But if you have the number, it's 197. It's really nice. It's this kind of cool light gray with blue speckles and even a little bit of black. Really hope this is all showing up for you here. Which I think is going to be perfect because Sophia is turning out to be blue eyes and red hair. So I think this will be adorable on her. Not that she has much hair at all, but she's got those big old blue eyes. So, yeah. So super cute. Oh, I didn't even mention this pattern. Jeez, guys. So my mom marks up her patterns like crazy. Look at, I'm going to just flash that because I think it's a paid for pattern, but she loves to highlight everything. To each their own. It's the Norwegian fur top down cardigan. Super cute. And I'm doing the 6 to 12 month size. There is a 12 to 18. So I think it goes, yeah, so 0 to 3 to 12 to 18. So that's the size range on it. Super easy because it's just knitting. Obviously, and the sleeves are going to be in the round. So I'm going to have to do some purling on that. But the sleeves aren't that long for a 7-month-old. So yeah, super excited. Again, what I really like about this felted tweed is it's warm but light, and it's actually, when I felt it in the ball, I thought it was gonna be kind of itchy, but it really isn't. It's super soft, and I'm assuming when it blocks, it's probably gonna be even more so. So yeah, I just need to again sit down and knock that out, and that's it. That's all I've really been working on. You can see I'm kind of at the end of a lot of stuff, so I'm really hoping by the next time I podcast, I have some finished, like a bunch of finished baby things and my own. I did start a new project. I don't even know that I have it here. Yeah, because I literally cast it on. So I'll wait till next time to show that because literally I think I've cast it on and done like 2 rows. So it's a cardigan for myself. So yeah, that's that. Let me get into acquisitions. I do have a few. I'm going to do the Halloween themed ones first because Saturday's Halloween and today's Thursday, the 29th. Yeah. Oh, 1 month for my birthday too. My birthday's November 29th, if anybody was curious. So anyway, totally whatever. I've got a few things here that are adorable. So this is from a lovely lady in Canada who I've been following on Instagram for ages. She does sell like knitted things. I believe she did, well, not right now because of COVID, but I think she did a lot of like markets and things like that, and she sells like knitted hats, and I know she has an Etsy shop as well. Her name is Boy Handmade. Just recently she is starting to dabble in these little polymer clay stitch markers. Hopefully this will show. So I got a jack-o'-lantern and a pumpkin. So cute, so well made. She's amazing. She just decided she wanted to do polymer clay and did it, and these are adorable. And then I do love this little guy too, a little ghosty. So hopefully we can see that. How gosh darn cute. So anyway, I'll link her shop below. I don't know if she's got any more of the Halloween stuff, but I'm hoping she continues to make these in different themes and different whatever, because they are amazing quality as well. So I'm excited to use those on Halloween themed things, which brings me to Halloween themed yarn that I could then put that on if I can get my act together. So I have a couple. I'm going to be honest, don't know the reference of this one, so I'll talk about it. I think it is referencing a show of some sort or something, and you all may know better than I do. This, though, in particular, is a Hocus Pocus themed self-striping. So it's from Nomadic Yarns. This is it. How cool. So excited. It's got these oranges, almost like a peach, black, and it's the black flame candle. So it's like the perfect colors. So excited about this. So yeah, when I ordered this, I then saw this color, which again, or this colorway, and again, I don't, Orla, I'm sorry, they're both, oh no, I got two different bases. That's okay. This is Twisty Socks, so this is 80/20. And Orla, which I believe is from a character from a show. You can tell me below if you want, but I am pretty sure that's the case. Don't know what the show is or anything like that. Again, it's Nomadic Yarns. She does these 50 gram, which I think is awesome. I don't know that she's always done this. It's fairly new, I think. But I don't have very large feet. And I never use, I could easily probably get 2 pairs of socks out of a normal 100 gram skein. Look at this. I just thought those colors were so fun. I mean, how cool of stripes are those going to be? It feels Halloween to me. But again, I don't know that reference, so I don't know if that's like bad or just whatever. But anyway, so I did get 50 gram for both of them because that's really all I need, especially if I do contrast cuff, heel and toe, then 50 grams plenty for a pair of socks. This is the Twisty Socks. So this is 75/25. And that's the flame candle. I didn't realize I got 2 different bases. I honestly don't care. It's totally fine. She has a yak base too that's unbelievable. I have some in her yak base. I have quite a bit of her yarn. I probably should just start knitting it. Because I have quite a bit, but I only have 1 pair of actual socks that are done. Story of my life. So that's Nomadic Yarns. And then I'll go through a few things. I'll try and speed it up. I meant to show this last time. I ordered this from Katrinkles. I'm super excited about it because I'm always wanting, like, love the idea of knitting socks for other people. But I'm all, like, I don't want to have them try it on or they don't live close or whatever. So it's a sock ruler. Give me a freaking break, guys. So for Theo Socks that I knit him, I had him stand on here, measured where he sat. I think he was at the 6-inch for his foot. And then I didn't have to make him try them on because he gets like irritated. Sometimes he's fine with it and he's really excited. Other times he's like, nah. So I didn't have to worry about it because I knew what size I needed to do. Yeah. And I planned to knit Alex a pair of socks, who's my husband. And then my brother has also requested. So he might get lucky. We'll see if I ever get around to it. So that's Katrinkles. And they have all kinds of other really cool little things. They have this darning. If you do a lot of darning, they have this darning thing that's really cool. Check that out. Okay, so some yarn. More yarn. This, I'm so excited to get. I got in on one of her pre-orders. This is Explorer Knits. I've never been able to actually snag anything of hers. Somehow I got this. It's in her Denali sock base. And it's part of her national parks. And it's called Gates of the Arctic. And then the little mini is pollen. I mean, give me a break, folks. Look at this. Holy moly cannoli. I can't wait. I feel like these need to be a Hermione everyday sock. Don't know why, but something about the colors just feel that way to me. So yeah, super cool. So excited to have snagged this. I know these dyers work really, really hard to get these out, and I know that they probably are burning candles on both ends and all of that stuff, so I'm excited to have been able to grab it, but I also don't expect to always get what I want. So if that's the case, you can go elsewhere. But this is cool. This is the picture of the park. guess this is probably what she was looking at. Because if you look, I'll get rid of that. Look at that. So amazing. And it's really cool because she does put a little blurb about the park on the back. It's just so cool. What a cool thing. So yeah, I was very excited to get that. Okay, couple things. So sometimes I get on Ravelry and I don't know why, but I start like looking through people's stash and then I end up buying stuff. So these are just a couple things I got. I got Magpie Swanky sock, which I had in mind a cable sock for this. I was looking for like a tonal. This stuff's insane, dreamy, soft. It's 80-10-10, so it's like merino, cashmere, nylon, and linger. So it's kind of a, I don't know, violet-y, purpley, mauvey, really pretty color. And then I saw this and got it because I have a few others. This is from Bien Amiee. This is her singles. And Driftwood graffiti. So reason I got this is I actually have a 3 skein fade that this will fit into to become the 4th, because I needed 4 colors. So this is going to be in addition to a fade I already have of her yarn. I'm saving the longest story because apparently I have stories to my yarn last for you. So this is Woolberry Fiber Co. This was another pre-order that I think I waited quite some time for, which is totally fine. I don't know. It's fine. But this is her berry cormo. And I think, sorry, I have like allergies going on, which is awful to have allergies right now because everyone thinks I'm like infected with COVID, and it's just like I just have a little runny nose, folks. I mean, be careful. I'm not saying don't be careful, but I'm like, I swear I'm okay. Granted, I won't breathe on you or anything. Berroco, this is Moab. This is just such a beautiful base. So excited. And then this is Pink Canyon. So these two together, I thought were subtle. Can I do that? Subtle difference, but really pretty. And I don't know that I'll do a project with them together. I was thinking about that shawl that everyone's doing, that half, I can't remember, it's a pearl Soho. Oh, geez. Half wrap. Anyway, half triangle wrap. Something like that. Anyway, and I thought that these two would be really nice because they're kind of a subtle difference, but pretty close. But then I don't know. I might do 2 separate things because I have a pretty good amount of yardage here to do something. So it's beautiful yarn. I know she does pre-orders for it here and there. So if you follow Woolberry Fiber Co on Instagram, you'll get the updates. I believe she even has a newsletter. Don't quote me on that. So you can maybe sign up for her newsletter online to know what's coming and what to order, or what you can pre-order at what times. She does a really good job, I would say, of keeping her pre-orders up in as long as she can. You know, again, there's only many hours in a day, so give these people a break. They're doing what they can. So that being said, this brings me to a little story. So my parents, which I don't know that I've ever really talked about this, maybe I have. My mom and dad were both born in Greece. My dad came to the U.S. when he was about 18 or so. And then my mom actually came when she was about 1. She was adopted by a Greek family who was from Greece but lived in the U.S., went back to Greece to adopt a baby, my mother, and brought her back here. So she still grew up in a very Greek household as her parents are from Greece, but she grew up here in the U.S. So mom doesn't have an accent, dad does. Anywho, they, my parents are divorced. as many are, I guess. My dad's remarried to a Vicky, which is really funny. But anyway, the big thing that I'm getting to here is my dad has retired recently in the past year, I believe. And his brother and sister still live in Greece. All his family is still there, other than us, of course. So him and my stepmom go to Greece about 4 months a year. They go there and they stay in the summer. This year obviously was a bit different, so my stepmom didn't go, but my dad did go because he does still do some contracting work. Whatever, doesn't matter. So he went because he had to go for work, and he was there for a few months, and I had a thought of, hey, Dad, I know a Greek yarn dyer. Is there any way you can, he asked me, is there anything you need me to bring back? Because he asks every time he goes. And so, you know, it's usually normal things like, oh, maybe olive oil or, you know, oregano or whatever. Because they can get the best fresh oregano. So he asked me, and I said, well, there's this yarn dyer that's in Athens, because his house is right outside of Athens. Let me contact her. What do you think about maybe getting me some yarn? And he said, sure, whatever you want me to do, let me know. So he was so nice. I got online. I picked out all the yarn I wanted. I contacted Lise of Trellis Yarn, and then they kind of exchanged numbers, and they got everything figured out, and my dad came home with amazing yarn for me. So that's how I ended up with this bag of beautiful yarn from Greece. Granted, I think you can order on her website. I was just like, that's why pay shipping and VAT taxes and all that stuff if my dad's there. So he actually went to her studio and met up with her and brought me back yarn. So I'm going to go through what I got. Yeah, I got a lot of singles base because I was thinking shawls and cozy things. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's all her Zeus base is what she calls it. So it's 100% superwash. This is called Kiss My Neon. So that's beautiful. And then, this might be my favorite. I don't know. I can't really pick a favorite. This is called Driving Barefoot After Rhinebeck. This might be my favorite. I don't know. It's really hard to pick because they're all so beautiful. But how cool is this? Beautiful. I'm gonna keep those 3 there. There's 3 I need to show together. This is called I'm a Grenade. I saw this knitted up, and it knits up so beautifully, and I thought it would be so cute for Sophia. Obviously these bright pinks are kind of out of my normal color range, but color is power, as she says. So anyway, here we go with my stupid jokes again. Yeah, so that's really pretty with those bright colors. And then this, my idea was to do something together with all of these. Again, they're all the Zeus base, but this is Sirius Black. So we're back to Harry Potter, guys. Sirius Black, Snape, Severus Snape, and Albus Dumbledore. So I just saw those and I was like, that is awesome. I love them together. There's a Lupin and a Hagrid that I had a really hard time adding as well, but I figured I got enough here because I feel like all of those together, first off, they all would fade unbelievably well together. So you never know. I might get real crazy and get those later. But absolutely love these. So her colors are better than I could have even imagined. So that was really exciting and fun, and it was a fun surprise when my dad got back. Well, not really a surprise, but it was a surprise to see it in person because it's always fun to smell it, hold it, touch it, look at it, all that stuff. So yeah, that's it for acquisitions, which is a lot more than I probably should have gotten, but it's what I did. So yeah, I guess that's it on that stuff. I'm going to talk a little bit about just what's happening in my life right now. And then first I'll talk a little bit about the new color of bags coming to the shop. Also the timeline for holiday bags, all of that stuff. So if If you're not interested in any of that, no worries. Thank you for being here. If you are, then I'm just going to go ahead and continue. So I'm hoping to have this in the shop by the end of the day today, if not on Monday. But I am introducing, I feel like I dropped something, and I did, but we're just going to ignore that I dropped an important piece. I will be introducing a burnt orange bag. So I don't have anything in the orange family right now, but this is what's coming. And I'm sorry I didn't have it all the way finished by the time I podcasted, but I had a moment to podcast, so I just had to do it. But this is burnt orange, so I'm really excited to get this into the shop. I feel like it's such a fun fall color, or color anytime. Like I said, I don't have anything in that orange family, so excited to introduce that. I will say I am completely out of mustard. So, if you remember, I was having a hard time getting that yarn, or gosh, what is my deal? That fabric. Finally, I thought that I could source more. I did get more, but then now I can't get any more right now. So I can't say in the future if I'm going to be able to bring mustard back or not. But as of right now, it's gone. So this kind of, although it's not mustard and it's orange, it's going to come in that place because I can't get that right now. So this is coming, like I said, either later today or early next week. I've also started cutting fabric for my holiday bags. So those will be coming soon as well. The holiday bags will be a Bordeaux outside. So it'll be the natural with a dark maroon. I don't know, it's called Bordeaux. And then the inside's where the holiday fun starts. So those will be hitting the shop soon too. I do announce all of this stuff on Instagram. I do have a bunch of stuff in stock right now in the shop for make to order. So there is other things if you're not interested in the orange or the holiday, or you're interested in those as well as the others, that's fine. I will have a link to my shop below. So that's that on shop stuff. And then life. So I was seeing if I had anything else to show you, but I don't. Life, let's see. Theo turned 4 yesterday, which I can't believe that he's 4. Sophia is finally, I mean, fingers crossed. I hope I don't jinx myself right now. Getting better at sleeping. She's sleeping through the night for the most part. We were having a lot of going down problems. So we've been doing sleep training. I know everyone has their opinions on that. No offense, but don't really care to hear it. We have a particular way of doing our sleep training, and it worked really well with Theo. Sophia didn't quite react as well, or didn't take to it as well, so we've kind of adjusted our sleep training with her, but she's doing a lot better now. So yeah, that's happening. My husband just had his birthday. He's 39, so this was kind of a big one because it's the last of his 30s. So we celebrated that. We didn't get to have any normal celebrations, of course, which is fine. You know, I'd rather be safe than have a normal celebration. I voted. That felt really nice. I was doing absentee because my mom is super high risk and I'm in contact with my mom, so I didn't want to risk that. We've been very careful to not risk ourselves because we are in contact with her and helping her. So yeah, I did absentee, and then I actually went up there and dropped it off. So I didn't mail it because I was a little bit worried. I just did it on Monday. I just wanted to make sure it was there. And I know that there's an overload to the post office and they're doing everything they can, but it was literally up the street to go drop it off. It was no big deal. I had it all done, ready. I walked right up, didn't even wait, and was able to turn it in. I could have voted early, surrender the absentee ballot and vote early. But I didn't feel the need. It was fine. I feel like dropping it off was fine. The line was long, which supposedly they're going through it really quickly, which is great. But anyway, whatever. Make sure you vote. November 3rd is Tuesday, which is shocking that it's so close, but so important. So make sure to do it. I also would say if you're doing mail-in or absentee at this point, I don't think you can mail it anymore. So yeah, I don't want to lecture anybody. So that's that. What else is happening? Nothing else. We're doing great. Everything's great. I have food in the crock pot. I'm doing Indian buttered chicken tonight. It's gonna be so good. And I am rambling about stuff you probably don't care to hear, so I'll let you go. I'm glad that I got to do this. Hopefully new phone did well. It does have a whole bunch more cameras, so we'll see how that goes. Just what you need, more high def of this. And yeah, love you all. Thank you. Like and subscribe if you feel so inclined. I do appreciate it if you do. And